All right, let's bring our feet about sits bones width apart. Okay, we just have a nice neutral position through the spine and through the pelvis. Let's just start reaching the arms all the way up overhead. Just going as high as you can, don't think too much about anything else. And then let everything just round forward. From the head, just let everything fall. Let the arms hang, let the head hang. And then we're gonna stack everything up from tail to head. And we're just gonna do that 2 more times. Just reach everything up overhead, just get that nice stretch through the sides. Nod the chin, go ahead, round everything forward, trying to reach even beyond the toes. So think of almost keeping the body weight shifted forward as you round forward. And then go ahead and stack everything up nice and tall from tail to head. Let's do that 1 more time. Reach everything up and overhead. And then nod the chin, round everything forward. Holding it down to get a nice stretch. And then as we roll up, we're going to come up only halfway. We're going to bend the knees slightly, and you're just going to place your palms on top of your knees. So I'll go to the side so you guys can see the side version here. And then we're just doing a standing cat. So we're going to tuck the pelvis, we're going to round the spine. Curling up. And then we're going to release from tail to head. Going back to that flat back, and think of lifting the chest forward as much as you can. And again, we're just rounding the spine, pulling in and up. And then releasing from tail to head. And again, 2 more. We're just going to round that spine, curling in and up. And then releasing from tail to head, getting a little more length through the spine. Let's do that 1 more time. Round the spine. And then lengthening from tail to head, holding it here, going into a squat. We're going to try to go a little bit lower, and then we're pushing all the way up. Now we're just warming up the hips, knees, and ankles, bending and coming up. So if you notice, I'm sending my hips back, and I'm trying to reach my knees over the ankles, over the toes, and then lift. We're going down and lift, keeping it here. That's just down, up, trying to get on a nice pace. Lift. 4, 6, up, 5, up, 4, lift, 3, lift, 2, 1. We're gonna hold it down here. Try to keep the spine nice and long. Try not to collapse forward through that upper back. And then from here, we're just doing little pulses down. We're going down a little deeper. For 8, down 7, down 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold. If you can, think of reaching those arms out, extending the line of the spine, and then from here, the right heel is going to lift, and then we lower. The left heel lifts and lowers. I'm going to face back front. The right heel lifts and lowers. The left heel lifts, lowers. We have 6 more. 6, down, 5, down. Keep the spine long. 4, down, 3, down, 2, good, 1. Hold it here, both heels lift, both heels just rise up, both heels lower down. Again, both heels rise up, both heels lower down. Try to keep the shape of the hip and the knees the same as you move up and down, moving the whole shape up, the whole shape comes down. 4 more. 4, down, 3, good, down, 2 more. Feels good to wake up the body. 2, down, 1, down. Go ahead, straighten the knees, let the spine fall forward. And let's go ahead and stack back up. Nice and tall, tail to head. We're gonna come a little wider of a stance. Okay, so I'm outside of the hips. My toes are still parallel, so they're facing forward. Then I'm gonna lunge. I'm gonna lunge into my left leg. So I'm bending my left knee and I'm pushing out through the outer part of my feet on both sides. I'm sending my hips back. My spine is neutral and reaching straight forward. And then all I'm doing is just changing sides. I'm moving over to the right, and then I'm switching and moving over to the left. Try not to sway through the pelvis. Keep everything the same. Push through the outer part of the feet, and then moving over. Again, just switching side to side. And left, moving right. Good, moving left, reach the arms out to the side. Holding it here, getting a little more work through the spine, through the shoulders, really focusing on that mid-back. Reach. Last one. Here we're gonna stop center, both knees are bent. We're gonna straighten the knees, press the arms back so they're behind the body, palms are facing in. Okay, so then from here, we're gonna swoop around, reach both arms forward overhead, and then we're just pressing them back behind, palms facing back. And again, we're reaching them forward, reaching back. Reach forward, press back. That's it. Forward, press back. Keep that body weight almost shifted forward a little bit so you feel the work through the lower abdominals. For 3, press back. 2 more. 2, press, 1, and press last time. Nod the chin, round the spine forward, get that stretch. We're gonna stack all the way back up, and then we're gonna come down to your knees, okay? So we're kneeling down. We're gonna be kneeling on the left knee. Have the right leg straight out to the side. Okay, so we're vertical through that left side. Right leg is reaching straight out. Toes can face in or face out, whatever feels right for your hip, okay? Both hands are coming right in front of the forehead. Elbows slightly forward, so we're connected between the rib cage and the pelvis. From here, we're increasing the long line, so we're reaching out. So if you're looking from my ankle all the way through my head, I have a long line. I don't collapse down and then peel all the way up. And again, reach out. Long line, peel back up to vertical. Nothing is moving from my pelvis. This is staying. I'm moving from my rib cage. So I'm using the obliques to create and maintain that stability. We reach. 4, lift, 3, lift, 2 more, 2, lift, 1. We're gonna hold it right here. Now we're gonna rotate. We rotate away from the body or away from that right leg, come right back to the side. Again, we just spiral on the spot from the rib cage and then move right back to the side. Spiral on the spot, come right back to the side. 3 more, 3, come back, 2 more, 2, back to the side, last one, 1, come back to the side, reach both arms long, hold it here, coming all the way up. We lift up, reach over for 5. Lift up, over for 4. Lift, 3, good, lift, 2, lift, 1. Come all the way up. We're gonna switch sides. So let's pull that right knee in, reach that left leg out. All right, we're all there. So we're nice and vertical, right through that right side, reaching long through the left. Hands come to the front of the forehead, elbows slightly forward. Find that long line. Ankle all the way through to the ear and then peel back up. Glutes are still toned here, so don't forget about the lower body, right? Even though we're moving the upper body. Think of just moving side to side. For this first round, we're not rotating or shifting. Reach, lift, good. 4, up, 3, lift, 2 more. 2, lift. This one, we reach long. Keep it in that long line. Now don't lower or lift the body. Just rotate where you are. Just spiral from the rib cage and then move back to the side. That's it. Spiral from the rib cage. Come back to the side, staying on that long diagonal. We spiral, think of reaching the crown of the head, almost like a screw, rotating into a wall, and then coming right back to the side. We have 3 more. 3, back, 2 more, 2, back, last one, coming back, hold it here, try to reach the arms long, and now just moving up. 4, 5, reach over. 4, 4, reach over. 4, 3, lift. 2, lift. 1, and reach. Coming all the way up, coming down. We're gonna lie all the way down on our side. So let's come down to the left side. So now we're thinking of almost lining your spine up with the back of the mat, okay? Then we're gonna have a 90 degree angle at the hip joint and at the knee joint. And you can be lying completely flat here. It's hard to see my form with the camera view. You can be lying completely flat. If you have a pillow, you can place a pillow under your head. You can also bring the arms straight and lie flat here, okay? If we can, try to bring that top right arm straight up to the ceiling and have it forward enough so if you were looking straight ahead, you could see your fingers out your peripheral vision, just to make sure it's not falling behind the body. And then keep that little space between your bottom oblique and the mat, so you're not just collapsed down into the mat. From here, that top leg is lifting up. So you're going full clam, so it's lifting all the way up, and then we're coming all the way back down. That's it. We're lifting all the way up, moving all the way back down. Going as far as you can without letting the body rotate back with you. And then lower down. This is just movement from the hip. Lift. Lower. That's it. Lift. Good. Lower. 4. Down. 3. Down. 2. Good. 1. Now from here we're going to lower down, but to where it just hovers off that bottom leg, okay? So I'm in line with my hip, then I'm going to push it straight out. So I'm making a long line, head to ankle. I bend the knee, pull it back forward, and then I lift it back up to that clamshell. I lower down to a hover. I press out, find that long line. Bend, come in, lift it up. That's it. I lower, reach long, bend in, lift up. 3 more. Lower, reach, bend, lift. This is 2, reach, bend, This is 1. We reach, we're gonna hold it right here. We're doing little circles forward. We're going forward and around. 2, keep it quiet. Remember, it's just from the hip joint. 3, keep this stable through the upper body. 4, 5, 6, and stop. Now we reverse. Going back, back. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Stop. Bend the knee in. We're going to come up to your forearm. Okay? So we're here. Knees are stacked on top of each other. Hips are back towards the back corner of your mat. Okay? Elbows in line more so with your thigh versus your hip. Okay? Because from here, we're going to squeeze the bottom glute. You're going to press the pelvis forward and then reach the knees away from the head. So you're coming up to a long modified plank and then fold at the hips to come back down. Okay, so you squeeze the bottom glute. Think lifting up, then press the pelvis forward as you reach the knees out. So it's just as much inner thighs, bottom glute oblique, right? Feeling all of that more so than just shifting all the weight onto your shoulder. And then break and lower down. And again, squeeze, reach out, find that long line. That's it. We're gonna break and lower down. From here, we squeeze, press, find that long line. We're gonna hold it here. Bring that top arm straight up towards the ceiling. From here, you're gonna rotate, place that right hand just down on the mat in front of you, and then come right back to the side. Rotate, place it straight down, and then come back. Now as you rotate, think of lifting the pelvis a little bit higher. And come back. 2 more, ladies. 2. Come back. This is 1. Come back, lower that pelvis down. Nice, let's do this all over to the other side. So let's swing ourselves around. Again, lining yourself up with the back of the mat. We have that 90 degree angle at the hip joint. Okay, we can take that top left arm, bring it straight up towards the ceiling. Make sure you can see it in your peripheral vision. And we have that little lift through the bottom oblique, okay? And there's energy through that arm the entire time. That top leg. We lift open, we lower down. We lift open, and lower down. Nice. It's exhale, inhale, exhale, good, inhale, lift for 4, down, for 3, good, down, 2 more, 2, down, 1. From here, as we lower down, we go just to that hover. We lower to a hover. Press out, bend in, lift up. So we lower, press out to the side, like kick away from the body, find a long line. Bend, come in, lift it up. We lower down, press out, bend in, lift up. Good. 3. Press, bend, lift. 2. Push, bend, lift. Last 1. Push. We're going to hold it right here. Find that long line. Little circles forward. Forward. 2. 3, good, 4, 5, 6, stop, going back, 4, 6, that's it, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, 1, Stop here, bend, come in. Coming up to that forearm. Knees are stacked. Hips are on the back edge of the mat. That elbow's in line with your thighs. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, pick up the bottom hip, pressing the pelvis forward, reaching the knees away from the head, finding that long modified plank. And then break and bring the hips back. That's it. Think long, not up. We press, we lift, but then we reach out. That's it. And then we break and lower down. We have 2 more here. Squeeze the glutes, connect through the inner thighs. Reach the knees away. Find that long line. Head is in line with the spine. Break and lower down. This time we squeeze, pick up, pressing forward. We hold it here. Bring that top arm up. Adding that rotation. We rotate. Bring that left hand to the mat. And then come back to the side. Just place it down on the mat. And come back. 3 more. 3. 2 more. 2. Back. Last 1. Come back. Break and lower the pelvis down. Awesome job. We're going to come up to sitting. Okay, we're facing, I'm going to be facing the side. You're going to have your knees bent. Feet are flat, about 6 bones width apart. Spine is going to be as neutral as you can get it, okay? If you have a thin mat, even a thicker one, you can also like fold it over this way if you want a little bit more cushion and sit a little higher like this if you want, or if you have a towel or a blanket, you can sit on something as well. Just a few little tips. If you're sensitive through the lower back or tight through the hips. Arms are going to be reaching forward. We're starting from a vertical. We're going to roll just off those sits bones. Okay? So a half roll back position, but don't go back as far as you can. Okay? Keep your feet planted down. I want you to feel the lower obliques, right? Really scooping in and up. Feel the muscles through the back of the pelvis, so the glutes drawing downward. So the back of the pelvis is moving towards the back of the thighs. Arms are forward. And if I saw every single one of you, I would be able to see your neck and your chest, okay? From here, we're gonna scoop, we're gonna roll back just about a few inches deeper. And then just coming back to where we started. And again, move back a few inches deeper. Come back to where you started. Scoop, think lower abdominals to get you back. Draw the rib cage down to get you up. Scoop back, little lift. This is 6, little lift. 5, little lift. Good, 4, up, 3, lift, 2 more, 2, lift, 1, we're gonna come all the way up. Now as you roll back, we're gonna rotate. We roll back, we're gonna take that left arm, we swoop it down, we rotate the rib cage back. So your eyes are following that left hand, come back down, return up to vertical. We roll back, right arm swoops down, we rotate back, we come down, lift up. We roll back, rotate, that's it. Come down, lift, right side, roll, rotate, come down, 4 more. 4, back, down, lift, 3, back, good, down, 2 more, 2, back, down, lift, last 1, back, down, lift. We can scoot the sits bones a little closer to your heels. Let's roll the spine all the way back down to the mat. Knees are bent, feet are flat, sits bones width apart. Let's go into some hip rolls. We take an inhale. Exhale, using the obliques to imprint first. Then use the glutes to roll the pelvis all the way up. Feeling nice to articulate the spine. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, roll down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, through imprint to neutral. Again, inhale. Exhale to imprint, squeeze the glutes, peel all the way up. Press down through the feet, reach the knees on the inhale. And then exhale, think of keeping the pelvis where it is. Melt through that upper back first, the middle back, that lower back. Returning to neutral. 2 more, take an inhale. Exhale, imprint, squeeze the glutes, peel all the way up. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, melt all the way down. Through imprint to neutral. Last time, take an inhale. Exhale to imprint. Squeeze the glutes, peel all the way up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, roll all the way down. Good, moving through imprint, back to neutral. We're going to take your right leg now. We're going to cross it over the left with a little bit of turn out through the hip, okay? Not so much to where like you feel your pelvis shift or that you lose that neutral position. Don't turn out so much. So only go to as far as you can maintain the stability through the pelvis, okay? From here, we're taking an inhale. On the exhale, squeeze the left glute, lift the shape up. So we're going into a shoulder bridge. Yep. And then we break and lower down. And again, we press, squeeze the left glute and lift. We break and lower down. Again, we squeeze, lift, break, lower. Squeeze, lift, really activating through that left side. Break, lower. 4 more. 4. Good, down. Lift, 3. Come down, 2 more. 2. Come down. Lift, 1. We're gonna hold it right here. Squeeze that left glute. You can press down into the hands, keeping the shoulders wide. Bring that right leg straight up to the ceiling. So toe is reaching straight up. Now you're gonna bend the knee. You're gonna turn out. Tap the right toe to your left knee, and then reach it back up to the ceiling. Everything stays stable through the pelvis. We're just tapping and lifting up. We tap down, lift up. Tap down, lift up. 4 more. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. 1. Lift. Bend the knee. Place the foot down. Keep the pelvis where it is. Go ahead, roll the spine all the way down. Return back to neutral. Cross that left leg over the right. Right? Find as far as you can turn out, keeping the pelvis neutral. And then from here, we squeeze the right glute. We lift straight up. We lift. We break, lower. We squeeze, lift. We break, lower. That's it. Lift and down. Hip should be straight up towards the ceiling. Down. 4 more. 4. Down. Press through that right foot. Use that left or right glute, sorry. And then down. 2 more. 2. Down. Lift. 1. We're going to hold it here. Take that left leg. Shoot it straight up towards the ceiling. Now bend that left knee. Tap your left toe to your right knee. Pick it back up. And again, bend, tap, and reach. Keep the spine in the pelvis lifted. That right glute is working. Reach. 4 more. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. 1, lift, stay. Bend the knee, place your foot down. Go ahead, roll the spine all the way down through imprint to neutral. We'll just get a little release from the hips. Bring the arms out to the side. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. And just allow both of the knees to fall over to the right. Good. And then let's just roll through the lower back, allowing the knees to fall the other way. Try to keep both shoulders down, but let the lower body completely rotate. Let the hips go, let the pelvis go, let the lumbar spine go. Try to curl through imprint. Try to roll, almost like you're massaging through the sacrum and lower back. And then allow everything to fall the other way. Let's do that one more time. Rolling through that lower back. Moving over to the left. And then we're going to find ourselves back center. Okay, let's go ahead, heel toe the feet back in. So we're back in that sits bones width apart position. Let's bring the hands behind the head, elbows slightly forward. We're neutral through the spine and through the pelvis. On the exhale, we're curling up. We draw the rib cage to the pelvis. And then on the inhale, we're releasing back. And again, exhale, we curl up. We inhale, release back. Again, we exhale, curl up. We inhale, release back. Again, exhale, curl, lift. Inhale, release. Now as we lift, the right leg comes to tabletop. We lift the right leg, and then everything lowers down. The left side, we curl, lift that left leg. Everything lowers back. We lift right, back, left, back. 4 more. 4, lift, 3, 2 more, lift 2, we're going to hold it here with that left leg lifted right here. You can keep neutral, okay? If you need that increase of stability though, go ahead, find your imprint here, and then pull that right leg up to match the left. And let's take both arms, let's reach them down by the hips, okay? From here, starting with the left leg reaches away from the body, and then pull it back in. The right leg reaches away from the body, pull it back in. Left leg, you're only going as far as you can stabilize through the torso. Reach out. Pull in. 6. In. These are nice and slow. 5. In. Try to keep those shoulders lifted if you can. If you're sensitive through the neck, you can lower the head. Out. In. For 4. This is 3. This is 2. This is 1. We're going to hold it here, flip so the palms face in. Now keeping those shoulders lifted, the arms are just reaching back by the ears, but as the arms reach back, think of curling up a little higher and then pressing those arms down. And again, arms reach back, think of lifting a little higher and then bring them back down. Exhale, we reach back. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, lower down. 4 more. 4. Down. Reach. 3. Down. 2. Down. 1. Hold it here. Both legs together now. They reach out, bend, pull in. Both legs, you got it. Reach away and pull in. They do not need to be low. You don't even have to go all the way to straight. You can keep a soft bend there. 3 more. 3. Pull in. 2 more. 2. Good, pull in. Last 1. Pull in. Lower the head, pull the knees into your chest. Get a little stretch through the lower back. Woo! Let's bring the feet down. Let's reach them straight out in front. Kick in my closet. And let's reach those arms straight back overhead. Let's go into the roll up. We inhale, lift the arms, nod the chin. Roll through that imprint, coming all the way up, actively reaching over those toes. Begin to roll back, moving through that lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and release. Inhale, lift the arms, nod the chin. Roll all the way up through that imprint, reaching forward. Good, begin to roll the pelvis back away from the thighs, moving all the way back. That's it. Again, inhale, lift, nod that chin. Peel all the way up, actively reaching forward. Begin to roll all the way back. That's it, through that imprint. Reach the arms overhead. Last time, inhale, lift, nod that chin. Peel all the way up, rounding forward. And let's go ahead, stack that spine up nice and tall from tail to head. Let's flip over onto our hands and our knees. All right. Elbows are extended underneath the wrist. Okay, knees are underneath the hips. We're nice and long through the spine. Let's just start with the cat stretch. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's tuck the tail, rounding through that lower back, that middle back, the upper back. Allow the head to drop. Take an inhale to stay. On the exhale, let's release the tail, the lower, the middle, the upper. Go through that neutral into supported extension. And again, let's tuck the tail, round all the way up through the spine, allowing that head to drop. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, release all the way back. Through that long neutral into a little extension. Last time, inhale. Exhale, tucking the tail, rounding all the way up. Good, head drops. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, releasing out. From tail to head, through that neutral, into supported extension. And now coming back just to a long neutral line. And let's bring the hands just a little bit more narrow, okay? So like really make sure they're either in line with the shoulders or in just a little bit. Spine is staying long and neutral. We're gonna bend both elbows and we're gonna get the forearms down on the mat. So if you see, I'm in a long line, like a long diagonal from my tail through my ears, and then I'm pushing straight back up. So it's like a tricep press up. So I bend back, keep the elbows angled inwards, and then push back up. That's it. So think place the forearms down, press up. Bring them down, yeah. Press up, down, 6. Press up, 5. Press up. Good, 4. Press up. 3. Lift. 2 more. 2. Lift. 1. Lift here. Now bring the knees all the way together and then bring them back so they're behind the hip, okay? Curling the toes under. Abdominals are engaged. Now just the knees. We pick them up, we push back. So we're in a plank position, long line, then bend both knees, tap them back down to the mat. Push up, press back. Bend, tap them down. Again, we push them down. 3 more. 3. You got it, down. 2 more. 2. Bring them down. Last 1. We're going to hold here. We're going to pick the hips up towards the ceiling. You can walk the hands back. So we're in almost a downward facing dog position, right? Dropping the heels down, piking up through the hips, holding it here. We're just going to pedal the legs out. So we bend the left knee, drop the right heel, and then switch pedal out. Switch right, left. That's it. Right, left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop here. Now we're going to roll the spine. Roll tail to head to a long line. So we're in a long plank. That's it. Now pick the hips up, push straight back. That's it. Again, roll the spine. Roll tail to head. Find that long line. You got it. Pick up the hips, push back. 2 more. Roll. Tail to head. Keep that long line through the body. Pick up the hips, push back. Last time. Roll, tail to head. Beautiful. Push back for the last time. Carefully bend the knees down. Go ahead, sit back on the heels. Allow the arms to just stretch forward. Let the head drop. Woo! Nice job, guys. All right, I'm going to come back so I'm facing you. Well, let's do a few mobility things just to stretch out. So go back to the position that we were in the beginning of class. So I'm going to have you kneeling on your right knee. Have your right leg, or your left leg, sorry, straight out to the side. Bring your hands down in front of you, so down in front of your shoulders. That's it. From here, everybody's range of motion is going to be different. Just go ahead, sit the hips back. Just getting a nice stretch through the hips, even through the inner thighs. Yep. And then just press forward. And again, just sit back. Yep. And then just press forward. Good. Again, just press back. Good. Come forward. One more time. Press back. Good. Come forward. Now take that left hand. Just reach it up. So you're just rotating up. Nice. And then thread underneath that right arm. And then again, push away, thread up, and then rotate underneath. 2 more. Press away, lift up. Come underneath. 1 more time, press away, lift up. And then come down, let's switch sides. So let's pull that left knee in, reach that right leg out. Good. Okay, we're gonna sit back. We just sit back and then press forward. Good. Again, sit back. Good. Press forward. 2 more. Sit back. Press forward. 1 more time. Sitting back. Pressing forward. Now take that right arm. Reach it up, away from you. So just opening up through the front of the body. And then thread right underneath. And you can let the hips sit back. And again, push away. Lift up and away. Good. And then thread through. 2 more. Push up, reach. Good. Thread through. just sit. Legs crossed in front. Cross isn't awesome for you. You can reach the legs straight, you can bend the knees. However you need to sit to be sitting up tall in a comfortable position. Let's just take that left arm, bring it up overhead. And let's just do a nice side bend over to the right. Awesome. Go ahead from the rib cage. Rotate so you're reaching beyond that right knee. Trying to keep that right hip as planted as possible. There we go. Come back to the side. Let's come all the way up. Let's do that other side. We lift up and over. Yep, we're stretching to that left. Then from the rib cage, don't think of going down. Think reaching out. Go beyond your knee. Trying to reach like the opposite side of the room that you're in. Yeah. And then come back to the side. Coming up. Let's just reach both arms up overhead. And then just like we did in the beginning, reach forward. And then just allow those arms just to creep forward. Getting a nice stretch. Let the head drop. Try to keep reaching the fingers forward as you press the hips down and back. Let's go ahead and walk the hands back. Stacking the spine up from tail to head. And just do one big inhale together, breathing into the rib cage. Exhale out through the mouth. One more time, guys. Big inhale together. And exhale out through the mouth. Thank you guys so much for jumping on.